Yes, hello, I have a question. Why is there a creeper in there? Howdy, folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome to another beautiful day in 2025. And welcome back to our Minecraft Let's Play adventure, where today we have a goal. I know I keep going back and forth on this. We'll start a video saying, hey, we're gonna focus on getting specific goals done. And then the next video, we're completely off track again. But today's a little bit different, because today I've got one thing to show you before we get started, which is just that I extended this out a little bit more, added a lantern, did the same over here. Now this is extremely temporary because we're breaking this wall down and extending it in the near future to have more storage space so we can further separate everything out. We're going to get to a point where we have individual chests for individual types of fish. Like, that's where we're going. I also don't know why my cursor appears in the middle of the screen when I do that, like when I open a chest, and then well, I mean, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, whatever. Today, we are going to be building the ideal nether gear and heading back into the nether. And I was about to head upstairs and grab the iron armor, but we already have it down here. Now, diamond armor would be better, but my concern is that we are going to die in the nether at some point, and I don't want to lose really nice diamond armor. We could build new diamond armor, but we're down to 34 diamonds, and I don't want to use those right now, so we're not going to. We're going to use our iron armor, with one exception. So, according to you fine folks and some things I've read on the internet, we need at least one piece of golden armor in order to protect us from assaults from the piglins. And after some careful consideration, I've decided it's going to be a golden helmet. Now, we do have a golden helmet right here. We're not taking this particular golden helmet. This one's going to be used for underwater exploration, unless we can get a turtle helmet, which I think is just a cool and fun concept, okay? That's how I feel about it. You can disagree, that's fine. But we're going to cook up some more gold. I should have some in here right now. Yeah, I cooked up some earlier using a dried kelp, as well as a bunch of food that we're going to take with us. I figured we'd probably take some steak with us. We could bring pork. My concern with the pork chop is that maybe the piglins wouldn't take that well. If we get captured and they start going through our luggage, our supplies, they might take umbrage with that. And I'm not looking to start any kind of issues with the piglins. I'm making a golden helmet specifically to avoid issues with the piglins that may arise if they find that I'm eating pork, gosh darn it. So, we are going to enchant this. That is exactly the enchantment I was hoping we would get, because we need to get Unbreaking 3 on there. And then according to this calculator that I've got pulled up over on the other screen, let's see, Fire Protection 4 exists, I didn't know that, but we're going to be putting Fire Protection 3, as well as Mending. I think that's about it for the helmet here. We do have an Unbreaking 3 in here, so we don't have to rely on the enchanting table if we don't get Enchanting 3, or Unbreaking 3 on the next piece of gear. Right, sorry, I've got this enchantment calculator online, a Minecraft enchantment ordering tool, which is going to tell us the best way to put the enchantments on the tool without having to spend too much XP. It says to start with Fire Protection 3, and then combine Mending with Unbreaking 3, and then put those on the helmet. The issue is, we're not going to do that. We're going to be doing it the other way around. We're going to be putting that in there, and we're going to be getting Unbreaking 3. Well, you know what? We'll see whether or not it actually matters. It says that after we apply... It's not considering that we're using the enchantment table, so this isn't really going to be applicable necessarily. We're going to go for that. Wow! Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, actually, because now that we have Protection 4, we can't put the fire protection on it, which is what I wanted. So that's... It also has Respiration 3, which, I mean, this is a great helmet that we have now for, like, underwater exploration, but is not at all what we actually want or need anymore for the nether. I'm a little disappointed. I guess we could try to make another golden helmet. Maybe we should have tried to, or we could, I mean, I don't want to strip the enchantments off of this, because those are pretty decent enchants. Ugh, we should have probably just tried to use the book then, I guess. We need to hold on to a pair of leather boots for exploring snow, or as it has been explained to me. I guess we'll try again. I guess we'll try one more time, but instead of enchanting the helmet, now that we have kind of reset the enchants, let's see if we can just get one on a book. What do we got? We got Protection 3. All right, you know what? That's cool. That's not what we want. We got Fire Protection 4. What? Now that's what we actually want right there. That's even better than the one we got in the book. All right, I've got to go kill zombies. Hopefully the entire episode won't be this. Oh, by the way, there's a door here now. Hopefully the entire episode will not be just me running back and forth trying to get these enchants. I actually do want to go to the Nether. And we're going to also, while we're down here, grab that grindstone we left down here in the last, yesterday, in the last episode. And we're going to bring that with us to the Nether, because we're going to try to use another material for building the bases, so I don't have to go back and forth. And in particular, I think what we'll probably end up using is the blackstone, because I was looking at various things you can do with netherrack, and they all require that you cook it into nether brick. There's no netherrack slab, which I knew from back in the day, but I had hoped might be different. All right, pardon me while I get a little over 2 levels here. There we go, level 30 achieved. I love how quick and efficient it is to do my grinding down here. That is spectacular. I still need to dig that giant hole into the ceiling so we can get sunlight down here and maybe get some actual better things fished out of there, because at most I get fish, which, I mean, I guess is what you'd expect when you go fishing. No doubt about that. But also, sometimes you get string, but I would much prefer something along the lines of enchanted books, like we've gotten like the one time that we went fishing, I think. Did we get an enchanted fishing rod? Or did we get an enchanted book? I actually can't remember now. Enough time has passed real world for me to forget, which is tragic. Oh, I forgot to say I also put up a bunch of lanterns all over the place. All of the lower floors now are lit with lanterns, or usually just a single lantern. That's it, that's all. Alright, golden helmet. Give me fire protection and nothing weird. Fire protection and unbreaking 3! Look at us go! That is perfect! This is exactly what we want to take with us. So now all we need to add to it is mending. Now, I'm wondering, is there anything else we could get to put on there? And if we wanted to, I'm getting the calculator pulled back up here. Looking at a helmet, because we already have fire protection, we can't get blast, projectile, or regular protection. We can get aqua affinity, but we're going to the Nether. Respiration, likewise, we don't need. The cursive binding and cursive vanishing aren't particularly useful. Thorns is the only one I see here that might be intriguing. So what I would want to do there, punching all of this information, is I would want to combine thorns with mending before applying it to the helmet. But, I mean, we would need to just get thorns, right? Like, what are the odds that we throw a book in here and thorns is even an option? It isn't. Efficiency 3 is, which is nice to have. You know what? We could take a moment. Just a moment to head over to the village and kind of see what our offerings are there. But let's take a quick... Actually, should we take a quick nap? I forgot to mention I also added... You know, we killed a bunch of glowing squids yesterday. I added all of their ink sacs to the signs, except for one. We're still down one. And I was wondering if it was possible that maybe outside there were some glowing squids, but I don't see any. I don't want to sail to the village at night, though. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Oh, no. Why is he that color? That's fine, right? They're green. Maybe that just means they're friendly or something? At first, I thought I was looking at a zombie villager, and I was like, well, how did that happen? But that's not the case. I think we're good. It's about to be sunrise anyway. Let's just head out. We'll head to the village. This will take 10 seconds. And in case you were wondering what Thorns does, a couple of times now, this has happened in a couple of videos, I've been killing the zombies in the spawner downstairs, and I'll suddenly just get hit, even though there's no way for them to hit me. Turns out that's Thorns. Thorns, if a mob attacks you, or you attack a mob with a piece of Thorns enhanced gear, they'll take damage or you'll take damage, right? You deal damage, you take damage, and vice versa. That's how the Thorns works, which I think would be great to have on a helmet, or every piece of armor for that matter. I think that would be fantastic. It'd be spectacular. All right, start of a beautiful day. What did I lock you in for? You're going to bed? Dude, the sun is already up, man. Get up. What are you selling? I forgot. Depth Strider 3. See, thing is, I don't know if I want to pay that much or if it's worth zombifying him for an enchantment that I would reasonably only want once. That's why he's locked in right now, and I just don't know if it's worth it. Don't know what those two are doing. Don't know if I want to know. We have at least one other librarian around here. Here you are. I can't remember which one you're attached to. What have you got? Unbreaking 3? The third, I mean, unbreaking it comes up so frequently, I don't know if it's worth just having it on lock. We're just going to go ahead and break both of these. And in fact, Depth Strider 3, now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, it'd be nice to have, but what are the odds we'll just kind of get that as well? All right, so you're still locked in. You're still Mr. Unbreaking 3, which is odd because... Are you attached to that one? So I accidentally just got rid of Depth Strider is what I did. That sucks. Well, you're no longer gonna have Unbreaking either. Wait, who are you? I've destroyed all of them. You're still Depth Strider 3. Did I lock in your trade? I don't remember locking in your trade. I suppose I must have. That's fine. Everybody come around. I've got careers. Anyone here got thorns? Nope. Nope. Blast protection. Huh. Mending, but it's too expensive. I've already got a better mender. Let's try. Come on now. Thorns 3! Look at us go! We just got it! Right there! 18 emeralds is not bad. I mean, we barely have enough to lock that one in. But we're going to. We're not going to waste a lot of time in today's video on this, because you've already seen the process, but I think you know where this is going, pretty much. There you are. Welcome to your new home. Allow me to introduce you to our good friend, Mr. Zombie. He's excited to meet you. Golden apple, splash potion of weakness. This is not going as well as I had hoped. Come on, my guy, he's right over here. I was just getting ready to comment on how, wow, we've gotten much faster and more efficient at this, and then you come along and you do something like this and you embarrass me. What an embarrassing thing for you to do to me. Oh. No, you gotta get back in the water. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Come on this way. Come on out of there, Mr. Zombie. Man, we have been through this procedure so many times. I would have expected you to be a pro at it by now. I'm disappointed at your lack of vision. Alright, so pretty standard for a zombie infestation. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. But don't worry, you're gonna be fine. I hope that didn't hit you as well, did it? Oh, it did. You also got weakness. Well, it doesn't look like it's impacted the cost of their discounts at all. Yeah, no, everything's still cheap. I don't think they're blaming me for it necessarily. They're still giving me feather falling for $1, effectively. A lot of these other trade deals aren't very good, I'm noticing. I'm realizing we got this one guy here just for feather falling. That's all he provides us, is with feather falling. And then we got this other guy over here who's like, why is he here? He's got Fortune 3 for a lot of money. It's not really worth it. This is like this is our boy right here, mending for $1. Or mending for an emerald, at least, you know. Name tags for 15. Fire protection for 14, which is also kind of handy. That guy right there, he's the king. He's the best. He's, you know, this guy, feather falling, I guess, it can be useful. Infinity we'll probably want to use at some point. Fortune 3 at 17 is very expensive. It's only useful if we really want Fortune 3. You, though. I'm counting on you, man. I'm hopeful since we started off at such a low price already. We should be getting thorns for, like, what was it? I think did it say it was like 18 or something? Hopefully it should be less than that. Okay, that's unfortunate. This is something I figured out by myself. I didn't even need comments or a wiki to figure that out. If you just put the fishing rod in your offhand, you can still, like, eat food well, okay. You have to be hungry, but you can eat food while fishing, as well as switch to your sword and kill zombies inside of the spawner. And it's all good, you know? Which I appreciate. Minute and a half. What is that guy holding right there? Is that a shell? Is my guy right there holding a shell? Oh, it could be. I don't want to leave. I want to stay here and see what we get in, like, a minute and 10 seconds. He might come over here, though. Wait, is that him over there now? It looks like they're all holding something. What is going on out here? Can we also offhand this? And, like, have this... Yes, we can. Okay. Yeah, no, we didn't get anywhere near hitting anyone. It did come back, though. It doesn't go back into your offhand, which is a shame. Boom! Oh, it's a beautiful sight to behold. I will take one. I don't have a spare book on me. I'll be back to buy more, though. Mark my words. Why did I sound like a wicked witch just then? I'll get you, my pretty. And now they're zombies. I'll get you, my pretty. And your little thorns, too. I didn't see Wicked. I know it's based on a stage play. I don't really know what the story of the movie or the stage play is, but I'm really over all of these, because it presents itself as one of those, maybe the bad guy was misunderstood, maybe they were driven to, like, no, sometimes people are just the bad guys, and that's good, and we don't need to have some sort of BS where actually a character you thought was the good guy was mean to them and it drove them to like, I'm sick of that BS. You know what I love about Emperor Palpatine? Man's just evil and loving it. This has nothing to do with the video, but I'm fixing it right now. There we go. Okay, so we've got Thorns 3, and we've got fire. Oh no, mending right here. So we combine the two of those together. It's going to cost us 2 levels. Excellent. Then we combine that with our golden helmet with fire protection 4 and unbreaking 3, and we'll get a golden helmet with fire protection 4, thorns 3, unbreaking 3, and mending 3 for 15 levels. Heavens help me. Pricey. Worth it. So there's the first piece of our new armor. Now we got to get the rest of these enchanted. And if we throw this in here, we got Thorns 2, Protection 2, Unbreaking 2. But if we throw a random book in there, we're going to get Efficiency through that. So, in any case, I got to go back to the old grind now. There it is. Goodness me, I am spending the years of my life in front of this mob spawner, and I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling it. When I'm 80 and I'm looking back on my life, I'm going to think back to 2025. My grandkids are going to say, Grandpa, what did you do in 2025? And I'll say, oh man, let me tell you, I spent a lot of time in a basement hitting zombies. And they'll go, Grandpa, just like today. And I'll say, yes, that's right, as I look at our basement full of the undead and wonder where it all went wrong. And I'll know where it all went wrong. It all went wrong with these gosh darn seed oils, these poisons they're putting in our food, the undead mobs rising. I got 10 ink sacs at one point. That seemed like a crazy pool. Happy about that. Okay, we've got all the rotten flesh that we just collected, plus all the rotten flesh that we collected earlier. So we should be able to, we need to go relight all of that and also find another turtle. We've got to get the turtles breeding together so that we can eventually get a baby turtle and some scoots and build a helmet. I know the process. Who wants to... You don't... Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. Is that going to negatively impact, like, our deals? It doesn't look like it. I did not mean to hit you with that. I don't think it damages you. I apologize. Hi! At least we make good money, you know, whenever we get the rotten flesh. Dude, get back in your house. Get back in there. If I'm at level 30 right now and I buy a bottle of enchanting, right? First off, we get enchanting from him for the sale, which is kind of silly. But then also, yeah, it doesn't really get us all that many levels. But also for the price, like, that's not too bad. Like, I wouldn't mind. Let's get to 31. Let's just do it. What if I just tossed it? Oh, that also works. Okay, we're at level 31 now. Good God. Thorns 3 for an emerald really does make kind of everything else on offer here seem ridiculous, you know? Like, this guy, I don't know if he's going to be long for this world. Like, at the time, I really thought I wanted fortune, but at that cost, we probably could have just reset that one a couple of times and got it down lower. You know, we really need it starting at around 20. If we get another one, we might send to that gentleman. You know what? He might have crazy deals later on. He might very well. We might unlock some crazy deals on him later on. We'll have to wait and see. Hey, real quick, if I right-click on the armor stand, will it take off the armor I'm wearing and put it on the armor stand? No, it won't. Mojang, what are you doing? What are you doing? Their mod pack, that's another one that should just be in the game. I'm going to go find that mod. We're going to install that because that's preposterous. That should be in the game. Also, I should be able to put a sword on there, and I can't. Like, you got to get... Listen, you're doing all kinds of crazy things. The Pale Garden's cool, all right? Obviously, I like the Pale Oak Stairs. But you did that before you fixed your double doors? What are you doing? Okay, before we start wasting all of our levels, real quick, if I put that in there, we're getting Thorns 2. We don't want Thorns 2. If I put this in there, we're getting Protection 3, which we do want at some point. And if we put this in there, we're getting also Protection 3. So, should we go ahead and maybe enchant one of these instead? Because we could do, like, this one, like, yeah. Because right now we've got the 30 levels. Let's go ahead and stick Protection 3. I mean, what other options do we have? Because right now I'm looking at the calculator, and I'm looking at how to do this on the chest plate. What other things can we get on leggings? Something called Swift Sneak, which I'm assuming just makes you sneak faster, which could be cool. And then for boots, it adds, obviously, Feather Falling, Frostwalker, and Depth Strider. I've seen Frostwalker. I think that one turns water into ice as you walk across it. Oh, and Soul Speed. Soul Speed lets you run faster on Soul Sand, so we do want that as well on the boots, but I don't think we're going to get it out of here. So I don't think we really need to worry about it. I think we can just go ahead and go for protection 3. Are these all the same? Blast protection, protection 2, projectile protection, unbreaking. See, the one thing I'm concerned about... wait, we don't want protection. Hold on, no, that's not right at all. Oh, thank goodness I thought about it. We don't want that at all on our armor. Okay, then yeah, we're good to go. I almost made an error. I almost made a horrible error, because this is all supposed to be fire protection. But also, let's get an additional book made up here. It's a shame that it's not shapeless crafting, because then you could make it up here. Oh, it is! I take it all back. It absolutely is. There you go, everyone. Lessons learned today. Efficiency, loyalty, and power. I mean, efficiency 3 would be nice to have, just kind of ready to go at any given time. It's going to take 3 levels away, though, but it will also reset the table. What am I going to put efficiency 3 on? We don't want efficiency 3 on anything. Let's just go ahead and we'll do the chest plate, okay? So let me get the calculator back open. Fire protection 3. Thorns 3. We want mending. All of these need to go on here, and according to the chart... wait, I forgot about unbreaking 3. We need to have unbreaking 3 as well. Do I have one of those? Yes, we do. Okay. We want to start with the chest plate. Now, there's least prior work penalty, and there's least XP levels. And it looks like the instructions are about the same. Yes. Iron chest plate with thorns 3. According to the chart, this is going to cost 12 levels, but it's costing me 13, and I'm wondering if that's because I've repaired this chest plate before. Now, you might say we should just go ahead and make a new chest plate, but this is like legacy armor, and I want to bring it with us into the future if we can. So we can put Thorns 3 on there. Then we're going to combine together the Book of Unbreaking 3 with the Mending. This says that it's going to cost 2 levels. Yep, there you go. And then we're going to combine the chest plate with the book we just created, and that's going to cost, according to this, 7 levels. Again, 9 probably because we've repaired this before. So, finally, we're going to add Fire Protection 3. It says that'll cost 6 levels. We have 7. It costs 10. I'm going to go ahead and put my armor on. And this now has mending on it, so we can go ahead and have it in our offhand and repair it as we go. I'm editing videos now. I've got my laptop in front of me while I just wait on the zombie thing to fill up. That guy's got an enchanted sword! Hold on, I'm going to pause my editing real quick. I wanted to throw out there that, apparently, I remember this being mentioned a long time ago. I'm pretty sure Notch was still at the company when he said he wanted to make mobs around where you spawn more difficult, so that over time you would want to move around the world, not stay in the same place. And I was never quite sure whether or not that was something that was implemented. I'm gonna have to say, based on the amount of times I've seen little zombies with swords and diamond armor, that in fact, yes, it has been. Also, we're gonna stay down here till like 30, because we'll need more levels anyway. Wow, you know what? When you sit down and you edit half of an Assassin's Creed video, and the time it takes you to get back to level 30, you really do realize what a time sink some of this is. Goodness me, is this what the youth are doing? I know they long for the mines. Jack Black even said it in the movie trailer, but... goodness me. We gotta get kids back outside's what I'm saying. This is fine for me. I'm a grown adult. I can choose to throw my life away killing zombies in a basement for the entertainment of others. But kids, they don't know any better. We need to get them outside playing sports ball or something. That cannot turn green fast enough for my liking. The only thing, I love the lamps being green too. The only thing I dislike about it is that they get so dim that they're barely even on, and I don't get that. Why would the brass itself, or I guess in this case the copper, oxidizing, cause the lamp to put out less light? That's silly. Fix this. This is not good. So the boots are going to get protection 3. The pants are going to get protection 3. And have we tried throwing a book in there to see what it would get? A book would get efficiency 3. Okay. We need to kind of reset this. But first, let's finish with the chest plate by throwing on fire protection 3 at a cost of 10. And I don't know, if we wanted to add something else to this, I'm sure we probably could, but there we go, that's finished. Wow, we're halfway there. Now we've just got to deal with the boots and the leggings. And the chest plate did get repaired. I also repaired all of the tools. That's probably why it took a little longer than it would have otherwise, because I was kind of focusing on getting all the different armor bits repaired. Now we can take a step outside and sell all of this rotten flesh. Oh my good gosh! Oh no, we're going to go to bed. We're going to go light up the beach real quick. You know, deal with that. Also, that guy's got a heck of an arm on him. What a mighty throw he has. I just didn't want him to maybe, like, start throwing that at our villagers, which he did just try to do, apparently. Son of a gun! Unbelievable. I didn't even know they could do that. And what did he drop in return? That's the good one, too. That's Mr. Mending. Oh, he got both of them! He got both of them! I can't even trade in all my rotten flesh. I'm very upset now. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. Hello, Mr. Turtle. There we go. That should help a little bit, at least. In fact, if I hit F8 right now, that's gonna help a lot. That really grinds my gears. That's gonna be expensive to fix. I'm gonna have to spend, what, 16 gold. And a couple of apples, and I gotta brew up more potion. I'm upset now. I am glad we didn't change it, though, to normal mode, because then they might both be dead. On normal, it's only 50-50 that your villagers will survive and become zombies. I would have been super disappointed if they had both died as a result of that attack. I'm gonna try to throw this potion in between the two of them. I don't know what the radius is on it. Hopefully it hits them both, because they are right next door to each other. And then we're going to discuss how we might go about preventing that from happening in the future. Goodness me. Well, actually... Yeah, that worked. Okay. Sorry about this, you two. We could add additional flaps to the front, I guess. Or we could just build the fence up one higher. We could also do that. But, like, because closing them in feels mean. But you know what I'm saying, right? Like, if we just got these and we... I mean, what would they attach to up here? Can they attach to... There's nothing for them to... Hold on. No? Hold on. Yeah, there's nothing for them to attach to here. No. Well, yeah, that works. If we had it be the oak trapdoor, they could at least see out. Oh! Oh, that's fun. And because it does it of a kind... It would do the two middle ones, right? So, hold on, let's do some experimentation here. Let's, we'll take this one. And I'm trying to be very careful not to hit them behind it. So, if we put this one here... Oh, how fun is that? Oh, but then I can't get in there to get the XP that kind of falls around their feet. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Oh, you don't even have one. I gotta get you one. Sorry about that. I'm also sorry that I let you, like, live next door to a sort of angry zombie villager. He'll be repaired soon. We might just have to build up the wall some. Literally, if the wall was too high, we wouldn't have this problem. Alright, so we've restored this one to full health, and tragically... Oh, are you good? Hi, welcome back. Feeling a little nauseous? Sorry about that. I'm gonna work it. I'm gonna fix that, okay? We're gonna make sure that doesn't happen again for either of you. If I bought a bottle of enchanting... Would you then maybe resupply? How are you doing for resupply? It doesn't say that he needs to resupply. Normally, if he needs to resupply, it'll say it. Let's see. Yeah, it's just not, like, it's gonna be hard to earn that money, you know? Enough money to sort of buy our way to 30 levels or whatever. Unless the paper farm in the basement really takes off, which it's kinda not. Currently, we're looking at 63, almost a stack, but, like, over how many hours? I did take some out before, so there's that. I'm gonna, really quickly, I do want to go down there and kind of fix the fence issue, if I can. Okay, this slightly larger fenced-in area. I need to do this up with more logs. I ran out of logs. I also want to make the fence 3 tall, but again, I ran out of logs. Also, this is all temporary, so I don't know why I'm going through so much effort when the plan is to ultimately cut this down and build, like, a whole port out here. But also, we don't know when that will be. That could be at any point in the future. That could be in February. That could be in March. Could be in June. Could be in September. Let's just do what we can do while we can do it. Which includes this, because I don't think they'll be... Son of a... Come on now, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I don't think they'll be able to get in there and well... Let's not take risks. Let's finish it. Turtle Beach is secure. That turtle needs a name. Become a gold member. Have a turtle named after you. See, this is the finer touch right here. This is what separates your junior builds from your pros. Just like that. That's how you get it done. Okay, they should be safe now. They should be safe now. I didn't bother putting in any doors for myself for right now. We just have that one entrance there, and it ought to be good. And everything here ought to be lit well enough still, even though they have lost, granted, a number of the lamps that we had set up around here. Can I? I don't think I can put lamps on top of those. Those are half blocks, so... I mean, I guess I could just stick them in the corners for now. That ought to do. That ought to do. Alright, that ought to do. That'll keep it lit well enough for now. We'll figure out something better in the future. Sorry for that detour. Sorry for going off track on that, but I felt like it needed to be addressed now before I had to, you know, constantly be curing zombie villagers, which is not how I want to be spending my time right now. I want to be enchanting my gear. So where are we right now with the leggings? If I put the leggings in there, I'll get protection, which I don't want. But we do need protection. Tragically, and we got to get it somehow. So where we're at right now is we definitely have what we need for the boots. We want feather falling on the boots, I think. We definitely want thorns go in the boots, as well as, for that matter, we want... Did I not get enough thorns for everything? I think I was one short on thorns. Well, let's say we put thorns in the boots, and we put feather falling on the boots. We also want mending on the boots, and then we want fire protection, and then the last thing we want is unbreaking 3. And I was kind of hoping if I just put the boots in here, we would get Unbreaking 3, but we're not. We got Unbreaking 2. So what we could maybe do is put a book in there and get like a low-level enchant, and that might reset it. Protection. Well, I mean, what we can do is we can just keep removing the enchant from the book, and then putting the book back in there, and then trying again until this becomes what we want it to be on the boots. Fire Protection 3. I mean, we could just have Fire Protection 3 on there. But we already have Fire Protection 3 is the problem. And what we need now is not that. What we need now is Unbreaking 3. So, again, we could just keep this process up. You know what? We should also be checking with the leggings, because it might give us a different thing with the leggings, like Protection 4. Depth Strider 3 would be great to have on a pair of boots, just not these. If you're wondering why I keep ending up with bits of leather in my inventory, it's because they're either dropped from monsters or I fish them up. That's how that keeps happening. Wow, look at this. There's just no room in here. We need something other than a barrel to store tools in. I'll just take all the leads with me. I shouldn't take all the... If I lose this bundle, I'll lose all my leads. What am I doing? Okay, leads are going in here with the eggs for now. We'll deal with it later. It's a problem for later. If I make diamond boots real quick, right? Like, I know it might seem strange. Why am I making diamond boots? Doesn't make any sense. I'm just thinking for the future, right? Maybe we want to go ahead and get Depth Strider on those. Alright, well not only did I finish editing the video, but it's now exporting, which I think is not too bad. You know, pretty decent use of time management, if I do say so. We're gonna leave these guys. We're gonna leave them. I'm gonna head back upstairs. I mean, if I got level 33... Alright, we're back! I now have 33 levels, enough to do the diamond boots with the Depth Strider, and have some XP left over for either the actual boots we're trying to enchant or the leggings, both of which will need some enchants. And I've got an inventory full of rotten flesh to trade in, which is great. And I finished editing an Assassin's Creed video, which is currently exporting, all while just sitting there, swinging my sword occasionally. How great is that? Okay, give me Depth Strider on these. It also gave them Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3. These are the perfect... These are the perfect boots for what I wanted. Hold on, I gotta build another armor stand. These are gonna be helpful when we go do our first raid in the depths of the ocean. I need sticks and a little bit of stone, and that will help me get in the zone. I am so excited for what I've got planned when we leave these sacred lands. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of a stretch there. That's okay. I need 6 sticks to seal this day. Oh, no. I kind of flubbed it there at the end. I hope I won't lose any of you, my friends. Yeah, no, that was a stretch as well. I really fell off there towards the end. Y'all see that meme of Humpty Dumpty smoking a cigar and he's like, someone told me I fell off? I needed that. Not. Alright, no, back to the actual goal of the video. To be clear, I said we were going to have a single unified goal today, and I've stood by that. You know, we've not gone off on any tangents. Everything we've done has been in lieu of getting Unbreaking 3. Exactly what we wanted. What do we want to put it on? We're working our way top down, so I think we'll go ahead and put them on the pants real quick, and we'll get our... Oh, no! Oh, no. I mean, Protection 4 is cool and all, but I wanted to have Fire Protection. Can I remove Protection 4 with Fire Protection? If I have Fire Protection... Hold Hold on, let's see. If I put that in there with fire protection 3... Oh, you can't remove it. It's just stuck on there. That is such a bummer. That's actually such a gosh darn bummer. Okay, well... I don't even know what to do now. Protection 4 is gonna be useful, I guess. Oh man, I'm upset now. That sets us back a bit. You know, I could strip the enchantment off and try again. I mean, we could just like hold on to the pants for a second, and let's skip over to the boots. Let's see if we can maybe like what is it queued up for right now in the boots? Protection 4. That would be a disappointment. What do you give me on a book? Protection 3. Oof. I kind of don't want to put more enchantments on the leggings, because we could put mending and we could put thorns, but then, like, you know, maybe we just don't need fire protection on every single piece of gear, and it's okay. Okay, we're gonna put mending in here along with thorns, and that's gonna cost 12. Whereas if we you do thorns and then mending, it's 2. I should have checked that on the other enchants we were doing earlier. Whatever, that gets us that, and then we can throw the pants in there, and that'll cost 16, and it's expensive, but it's fine. We'll go grind more levels to the boots, I guess, because we still need to also go buy some more thorns. I need to go sell all of this rotten flesh real quick, so we'll buy thorns while we're down there. Go down at night, because at least now I don't have to worry about it. The beach is secure again. Funny how things would spawn on the beach, but gosh darn it, they would just not spawn in the spawner that I built. Isn't that a fun time? We probably need to get another apothecary, because this guy's he's gonna get sick of buying from me eventually. We keep buying out his... well, I guess we keep... I say, like, buying him out, but really, we're taking all of his money. He doesn't have enough money to buy more from us. We could spend that money. You know what? We do need some lapis for enchants, but that seems like the worst way to spend that money, as opposed to buying things like maybe a few ender pearls, maybe get like 8 of those, and then some, like, enchantment bottles. How about that? That still leaves us with 30 emeralds. That was fun. Still can't, I guess we're just gonna have to wait. Just gonna have to wait on him to restock. We only have 31 left anyway. I need one more. Oh, I forgot to bring a book. Gosh darn it, I keep forgetting that you gotta bring books with you. Also, should I just move this chest in there? What am I doing? Yeah, time to stop being silly. There we go. Okay, back down here. Not for Fortune 3. Your store's still a ripoff. I do need Thorns 3, though. Thank you. Alright, now we just need to get, for the boots, Unbreaking 3 again. Or we could go back to the village and try to make a guy to give us Unbreaking 3 at a reasonable price. Which isn't necessarily a bad idea, because that's a good enchantment to have on all of our tools moving forward. Gosh darn it. I don't want to tell you how many hours I've been at this. I don't want you to know. I'm going to keep that to myself until the day I die. Okay, so I've been at this for a while now, and I realized that this guy sells bread for dirt cheap. So I bought a bunch of bread. Oh, he sells pumpkin pie now. That's fun. And I think we did some breeding. We definitely got a child. I don't know where he just went. He was right over here a second ago. Oh, there's 2 of them. They're out there playing. Oh, they're gonna die if we don't all sleep here soon. I've gotten really good at doing this, like, super quickly now. As long as the villagers are, like, participating, I'm pretty quick. Fortune 3 for 16 emeralds makes you better than the guy I've got back at my house right now, offering me Fortune 3. So... gosh darn it, I don't need you, but I wish that I did, man. I wish that I did. That would be swell. This took forever, and it's expensive. It's very expensive. At 35. But, like, it took forever. But also, I don't know which stand he's associated with. Thankfully, not that one. I'm gonna keep trying, and maybe we can get a second one that's cheaper. Because, like, at 35, even if we cure him, it's still gonna be expensive. It took forever. I've been here for days! Days! If I see Riptide one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind! I'm on the verge of tears right now, looking at Unbreaking 3 for 14 emeralds. We're locking it in. We're taking it, and we're taking him home with us. That other guy can get wrecked. It's funny, like, not even a few days ago, this was a really complicated process that I was kind of struggling with. And now we're at a point where it's like, oh yeah, no, I mean, the hardest thing here is going to be getting that guy out, but keeping him in. Oh, darn you both. No, oh, this isn't good. Hold on. Let's do that. Oh, that's right, I have thorns on now. Oh, we gotta be careful, because we could accidentally damage our guy here. We don't want him to get hurt. Okay, there we go. Mr. Zombie, I will find a way to cure you. In fact, I think I probably already know a way to cure you. I think I can throw a potion of harming at you, and it would cure you, maybe? Meantime, will you float? Will you do something? I need you to get out of the pit you're in right now. I gotta put this no, actually, you know what? Right now I don't. Right now I don't. Just need to do that. And then do that. Now, while we wait on this individual to cure from his current ailment, which is zombification, it's undead, is what it is. This must be a different type of zombie. Traditionally, a zombie is a corpse that has been reanimated, or else a person who has died, whose brain has then come back online, but without the sort of soul or spirit, the individual nature to guide them. They are just driven by raw animal instincts, the desire to hunt, to kill, to feed, to thrive, to live, to procreate. But I've never seen a zombie procreate, and I don't want to. But this is different. If it can be cured, it's much less like a zombie virus. It's more like whatever you get in I Am Legend. It's one of those sorts of ailments where it just kind of makes you go a little crazy. Maybe the sun hurts your skin. Ouchie, don't like that. Want to go hide. Want to huddle around in a little circle and mumble to each other for some reason. That's how we sleep, I guess. But he was able to cure that, depending on what version of the movie you watched. There's a sequel coming out. It's based on the, allegedly. I've not seen any evidence. I heard that it was in production. I don't know how far into production it is, but it's going to be based on the alternate ending, which, kind of better, kind of worse. There was no cure. Spoilers for the alternate ending of I Am Legend. Will Smith doesn't die. His character survives. What happens is the creatures, the Dark Seekers, break into his lab, and they have this kind of standoff where they're like alpha mailing one another, but then the leader of the Dark Seekers just picks up his wife and leaves, because it turns out the Dark Seeker that Will Smith's character has captured there is the leader of this band of Dark Seekers' wife. Or maybe he's not their leader, he's just sort of taken that position in an effort to like rally people to his cause. The idea is that it's to show they still have some humanity. They managed to break in there, get his wife back, and he's like, I'm not going to kill you now. I'm just going to leave, because I got what I wanted. And then they leave having no cure, but Will Smith survives, and they all go to the City of Survivors. That's where the sequel's going to pick up from, which I think is an interesting idea if they do it. But that is what I think we're dealing with here. These are not undead zombies, because if they were, we wouldn't be able to bring the villager back, right? The villager would be gone. However, we are about to do exactly that, and I really would prefer if this villager would like float up here and get on his lectern so I could put a block underneath him, but I don't know of any way to sort of make that happen, unfortunately. And I've also kind of... Oh, if you're wondering, that's what I wanted to talk about. Why are we going through all this effort? In the future, we're going to have other items we want to enchant. Now, it takes 30 levels to get a top-tier enchantment out of the enchantment table, which is fine other than... in between, like, if you're only going to level 30, in between each armor enchantment, you gotta go back down to the basement and grind more levels. Whereas, if we just come up here and buy books, regardless of how much the books cost to apply in the anvil to the item, there's no, like, cap or no sort of baseline of where we have to be to use our XP, right? So, it could take 3 levels, but you have to be a minimum of 30 in the enchanting table, whereas it could take 3 levels and there's no minimum you need to be. It's going to make it in the future a lot easier to just add enchantments to gear, and then instead of grinding XP, I can just play the game and naturally get XP up. And this isn't going to get rid of the enchanting table, we're still going to use it. We're still going to need to grind in order to get zombie flesh to sell to this fella right over here. But what we're hoping to see here is we're hoping to see this go to just 1 emerald. That would be swell. And indeed it has, so we can get unbreaking 3 now. Also, I'm going to go make sure that we close the flap around the back here. Oh, no. Oh, heavens. Again, we now have, like, I need to be careful with this armor on, because it's got thorns on it, and we can accidentally damage our fella here. Did I even put one on over here? I don't even have one on me. Oh, gosh. I don't even have what we need to build it. Let's see if we can lure him out of this hole he's in. There we go. Yeah, that did it. Okay. So he should be safe now. Let's go get a trapdoor real quick, because I don't want him to accidentally take damage if he gets hit you know, in the legs by Mr. Zombie, the Drowned. Oh, spider. Okay, apparently a spider can spawn there. I didn't realize that. The spider will be gone, though. If we tried to go get it, it would despawn, because for some reason they are more likely to despawn rapidly than any other creature in the game. Oh, it's a race! It's a race! Where is he? Oh, he's right here. Here we go. It's a dark and stormy night right now, which I kind of appreciate. It's sort of lovely. Okay, I mean, where do you want to be? Because I don't care where you are necessarily. You just need to pick one side or the other. You want to be you want to be over here is where you really want to be. Yeah. You get back in there. This is where you live now. This is your home. Enjoy it while you can. Finally, we are able to buy Unbreaking 3. And it's just, like, it took a while to get to this point. We had to, I mean, it took a long time to grind away, just placing down and picking up lecterns again and again and again. But I'm glad that we did it, because in the future now we're going to save time. Anytime we need to add Unbreaking to any future piece of armor, this is kind of what I want. I want to have a librarian with a cheap access to all of the basic enchants, so that in the future we don't have to waste time trying to get them out of here. So where are we at right now? What are we looking at? We got our boots, and I don't know, we've got our leggings, which don't have fire protection, which is unfortunate. But what we have here is we've got feather falling, which we want. Protection 1, we don't need that. We were just kind of goofing around there. We do have Thorns 3. We have Unbreaking 3. I heard probably an Enderman in the house somewhere. We have Unbreaking 3. We have 2 Unbreaking 3s. Oh, we had to buy one to lock it in. That's right. So Unbreaking 3, Feather Falling, Thorns. We need Mending and Fire Protection. So Mending and Fire Protection. And I gotta figure out, we can put these other ones away. Oh, I've already had a fire. Oh, well, hold on. There's 5 of them, right? Unbreaking, Thorns, Feather, Mending, Fire Protection. Yeah. Was that a door, or was that these activating? Where's that I keep hearing an Enderman. It wasn't these activating. Pressure plate. There's the pressure plate. There's an Enderman upstairs. Maybe? I definitely heard something that sounded like, oh, hi. There's an Enderman in the house. And it was him. Are you trying to let your friends into the house or something? You can stay, I don't mind, I'm just concerned. So we can either decrease our prior work penalty or get the least XP levels. And having refreshed this page a couple of times looking at both, it looks like both are the same. So according to this random enchantment order, again, it's going to be slightly thrown off because of, you know, the fact that we've been using the boots. But the order we want to do this is Thorns 3, 13 levels. This says it should cost 12. Yeah, I forget, we are going to have to go grind levels. Back into the basement we go. Oh, the house is crawling with monsters. Yes, hello, I have a question. Why is there a creeper in there? How does that even happen? Can I, is this gonna cause me issues? I guess he can't see me. This could go south so fast. Why can't I hit it? That is so concerning. Why did that happen? Okay, it's come to my attention. I've had this moment of realization that lower levels, like, I've already known this, we've even discussed it in previous episodes, but lower levels are easier to attain than higher ones. So it does actually make sense to apply what levels we can to these, and then go grind for more XP just to get up to the levels we need at a bare minimum, and in that way it'll actually take us less time overall. There is some travel back and forth time to take into consideration, certainly, but I feel like this is probably the better call. So we are going to go ahead and combine the boots with the thorns. That'll give us 13 levels. Alright, that leaves us with 9. We're then supposed to combine together Feather Falling 3 with Unbreaking 3. And it says that's going to cost 3 levels, and it is, because there's no prior work penalty. And you can switch the two of them, it doesn't matter. Well, maybe it does later on, though. We'll do it the way it says to. Feather Falling and Unbreaking, combine those together. We're then going to combine those with the boots, and that's going to cost 10 levels. However, what about combining these books together? Fire Protection 3 with the Mending should only cost about 2 levels. Yep, so we can go ahead and enchant those. And now it's just a matter of getting it back up to, for this one, 10 levels. This one's going to take 9 levels. So the problem is, once this one's on there, this one will probably cost more. But for now, we'll go get back up to 10 levels, which shouldn't take very much time. See, getting to level 10, really quick and easy. That took no time at all. And the great thing about that is, in the future, because we have these books, that's all we got to do. We don't have to get up to 30 again, which takes much longer to use the crafting table, or the enchanting table. We just get up to 10 and then use our books. Or, you know, whatever level we needed. Use whatever level we need to use the books. So the next up, we apply Feather Falling and Unbreaking, and that will give us boots with Feather Falling, Thorns, Unbreaking, fantastic. Then we want to add, the final one's going to be 13 levels. I wish I had it now, because I could be using this as an opportunity to grind XP to repair those boots. But we don't. Not even going to shut that door. What's the worst that could happen? Alright, I went a little bit above and beyond what I actually needed, but we've got 18 levels now, and the reason I did that was not because I wanted to, but because I got distracted. I realized that I exported the Assassin's Creed video without the proper little intro stinger of like, here's something that happens later in the video, that I try to put on all of these unless I just cannot find anything at all, in which case we do the more classical Howdy Folks intro, where it's just the da, 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 da. You know what I'm talking about. You folks have been watching Howdy Folks content for decades at this point, haven't you? Some of you have. Some of you are new. And you know nothing about the lore and the legacy, and that's fine. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're enjoying it. Fire protection and mending. It's going to cost us 13 levels. This is not looking good, this chipped anvil, but I'll be darned if we are not now ready for the nether. Fire protection, regular protection, fire protection. We are ready! Now, unfortunately, this episode's taken ages! Ages! But we are going to go to the nether real quick. We're going to go there for just a second. When I started off the day, and I started off this episode, I did not know what we were in for. I definitely thought this was going to be over much, much more quickly than it ended up being. But I'll be darned. Here we go to the nether in our new perfect nether gear. We got everything we need. We've got all of our best tools as well, which is probably stupid. Probably shouldn't have those here with us. Welcome to the nether. We're basically... There you are! I didn't know you could come through here. Wait a minute, come back. Where are you going? I didn't think you would go through the portal. Hey! Wait, come back. I want you to come home with me. Come along. We're gonna go home now. I've been missing you. I've been wondering what happened to you. Come on. Come on over here. We're gonna go through the portal together. You and I. Let's go. Looks like they just went back. Right? Look at that. Oh my goodness me. What a mystery solved, everyone. A mystery solved. Can I get you upstairs, or are you gonna get stuck in some kind of weird way? Gosh darn it, I don't want you following me everywhere I go, is the only issue. So I really do need to figure out something. Let's get some of our sugarcane here, because it looks like that's what it's got in its hand right now. Hello? Where did you go? What are you doing? Are you stuck? Where are you stuck at the moment? I keep losing track of you. There you are. You're so close to being out of here. Come on, follow me. Come get this sugarcane here. Come on. You can do this. I know that you can. Are you... Hello? Come on, this way. There we go. There we go. Right up here. You've almost done it. You've almost done it. Okay. Now, get this one right here. There we go. See, now, is this ideal? No, because we have to listen to its noises now. Also, I did figure out what button you have to press to turn down sound effects. But we're just gonna not worry about that right now. We're gonna leave that one there for the time being, having successfully figured out where the heck he went off to, because that was such a mystery. I didn't think he would go to the nether. Turns out he will. Turns out he absolutely will. But we can go to the nether as well now. It's still an awful place. But what I wanted to see was whether or not this basalt could be turned into slabs. Absolutely. Oh. See, that sounded way closer than it ended up being. I thought he was, like, on top of us just then. Basalt can be turned into polished basalt, which nothing can be done with. Smooth basalt, also nothing can be done with. What about blackstone? There's a lot of this around here. Can I do something with that? Oh my gosh, yes I can. It can go straight to... Hold on just a second. Where did I put that? There it is. I figured it would be the first thing in there, and I definitely didn't just right-click it out of there by accident. So this can be used to turn that into... ooh, we got so many options. The polished, the stone brick. I mean, I kind of want to look at both. Let's make the polished, and we'll make the stone brick. And I have a feeling I know which one I'll like best. it is going to end up being the brick, but I kind of like both. I think there's room for both. And then just to confirm, that is basically useless. We can make it polished, but then at the end of the day, that gets us nowhere. That's just a pointless thing to have. Oh, shoot. I don't know. I was not thinking. This is how we get ourselves into big trouble. That's how we get ourselves into big trouble. Oh, heavens. Oh, Lord. He's got the jumps. My man's got the jumps. Get out of here. Oh, no. Oh, I can see my end approaching. Like fire. Like squishy fire. Be dead. Be dead, all ye demons. Wait a minute, aren't we, like, basically fireproof now? Aren't we basically fire resistant? Can't we just, like, come in here and slap these guys around? Like, I mean, we are still on hard mode, by the way. So, I guess we probably don't want to be stupid about it. Especially when you consider how much damage we've already taken. We've taken 3 hearts of damage here. Wonder why. Goodness me, they're everywhere! The walls must be made taller! Defenses must be erected! Can I build an iron golem here? That seems like a waste of resources, honestly. We gotta figure out whether or not we're gonna be getting enough XP from all of this in order to repair our gear. We definitely need to expand our safe zone here, though, because this is an unsafe zone at the moment. Okay. I forgot we could just left-click with it as well. Alright, you. No more coming through that hole for you. Armor's good. Armor's good. Boots are not doing too well, but you know what? Nothing a bit of XP won't fix. Boots have actually taken a shocking amount of damage. They do have unbreaking on them, but it didn't seem to help much. So I'm wondering if maybe just building up that little bit more is going to keep us safe. Ooh, we got to go down there and fix that. Okay. Hopefully that ought to do it. Hopefully that ought to do a little bit more to keep us safe up here from giant jumping fellas. Clear all of this out and then come over here and make some of these, but not a lot, and then make the rest of them like this. Or actually, you know what? I was gonna say we'll have them be alternating. Is it too late to turn the bricks into the polished? Yeah, it is. I've already made so many of them. We'll find a use for them. I kind of want all the floors to be polished now. I know, I changed my mind like a girl changes clothes. Katy Perry did not write the song about me, but she could have. No more lava. Goodbye, lava floor. And remember, this technically doubles. Well, it doesn't technically. It literally, absolutely doubles the amount of the polished black slab. I almost said backstab. The amount of polished backstabbing that we get is doubled. Oh, you know what? That's weird. Maybe we should sink the floor one lower. Oh, okay. The lesson today is that we don't walk so close to where we're digging. I've heard a lot said about these totems of undying that prevent you from dying under certain circumstances. I don't know where to get one, but I think we need to go find out, because I think that would be pretty useful. There we go. So we've now made the area immediately surrounding the portal a little bit safer. You know, hopefully now we won't have to deal with slimes hopping through here, because I think we've effectively prevented that, even if he really, really wanted to. And we shouldn't have to worry about that slime being able to get up here, even though I know he really, really wants to. We're still surrounded by lava, which is not ideal. And you know what? We can fix that. Another option would just be to come in here and to get the lava and take it home with us. Can't you? You can still use lava as a fuel source, right? And you get like 100. I mean, it used to be, unless I'm very much mistaken, which is possible. I could be wrong. I might be misremembering. But it used to be that you could use lava to cook items like up to 100 items. Is that still the case? If so, instead of like just covering all of these 1 block tall lava things, we should just be harvesting it. I don't have anywhere to store it's the real problem. You know, what am I going to do with it when I take it home? Another option would be, you know, we could just go in the real world 100 blocks away and build a different portal and maybe be in a nicer biome, you know, than where we are right now, because clearly the starting biome here is just not ideal. But we're making do. It isn't ideal. No one's claiming it's ideal, but it's what we've got. And we're not going to complain about it. We're going to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps and make the best of this bad situation we found ourselves in. And try to get these boots repaired. I need to figure out what other enchants I can put on this to maybe make it more powerful. Because what we've got on it right now works really well, sure, but like I'm sure it can be better. Smokes, that's a big one. Well, that was scary. What a scary little sound effect that turned out to be. So despite what I just said about collecting all this lava, the Nether is basically infinite, and there's going to be infinite lava. We're never going to use it all. So I'm not actually concerned about doing that. I would much rather just prevent things from spawning over here and prevent easily preventable deaths, which is what I'm doing right now. Oh, heavens! You just surprised me is all! I forgot that the boots started from a not completely repaired position. I was thinking like, man, the boots took a lot more damage than I was expecting, having now completely forgotten that when we got here, they were not in a good place. They're actually doing really well, all things considered. Uh-oh. In some ways, like, I know a bow and arrow is better than this, but in other ways, the fact that I don't have to worry about either arrows or tool damage because it's got mending on it. I know you can put mending on a bow, but then you run out of ammos. And if you put infinity on a bow, you don't have to worry about arrows, but the bow's going to break eventually. And this is sort of like, oh, well, you know, best of both worlds. Oh, goodness me, this could go poorly. Oh, yeah, no, everything here is just awful. Everything here is terrible. I think the direction we swam off in before, well, I say swam, we did not swim. There was no swimming involved. I don't know why I used the word swimming. The direction we went off in before, though, digging, took us to much more interesting places than anything we found around here so far. None of this should be around here. None of it's going to be permitted to be around here moving forward. Gonna correct all these mistakes and also get you. Okay, once again, we have made the area immediately surrounding our house slightly safer, which is the ultimate goal. Remove these to further reduce the amount of jumping these things are capable of. Don't want them getting over my wall. And then in the future, I think what we would like to do is we would like to go and explore. Oh, goodness, hold on. Dangerous place to be in right here. A skeleton spawn off to the side. One errant arrow in a world of pain and suffering. Yep, just like that. Except I think that was actually one of these guys managing to hit me, which is frightening. What we'd like to do, though, speaking of skeletons, look at that guy. Eventually, we'd like to head to some of the things we've seen on the map, like whatever this over here is, and whatever this bluish region is. We'd like to go explore what those things are. It looks like we might be able to get to a different bluish region over here more quickly by going to the Nether Fortress. I think I just heard, yep, I'm being fired at. Let's go. But folks, just getting to this point has taken so long. It's been hours untold, I've got to tell you. Hours untold to get to this point. And I'm somewhat ashamed of how long all of this took and how much time I put into what is essentially one day's worth of content. We're gonna go for now. You know, we've got... Maybe we should have just put all this on diamond and bit the bullet and just gone and found some more diamonds, but I kind of like the fact that our legacy armor lives on in the form of, you know, this was our first set of iron armor. We've kept it this long, and now it's going to be our nether armor, and it won't hurt as badly if we lose it. We've got this guy. We figured out where he is. And we've got a great selection of new librarians. So overall, a successful day. Till next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless each and every single one of you. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.